Hey guys, it's Ken Pooch Van Druten here and Kevin Tater McCarthy. We are really glad that you guys came to our live webinar, and we saw that you guys had a bunch of questions at the end of it, so we thought we might just answer 2 or 3 of them just to post on our Facebook and our social media. Hey, Tater, we got a guy, and he looks like he's, I don't want to offend him, but it looks kind of Finnish. I don't know. Eetu K. I hope I said that right. He says, Tater, do you have a mixer of choice? So he's talking to you specifically.
Well, I definitely do. Digico SD7, or I shouldn't say SD7 anymore. A Q7 really is
Q7.
The new name. Q7 is definitely my console of choice, and the whole Digico line of consoles are definitely my line of choice. It's really that and Yamaha are the 2 platforms I know by far the best. So I try to stick with what I'm comfortable with, and it's definitely the Digico by far. And but that's been my choice for at least last 6 or 7 years. Before, I love Yamaha. Can't say enough good things about Yamaha also. And analog days, I was always Harrison SM5, and then later on H3000 into PM5D. But Digico is the main console of choice, and I've used everything from SD11 up to Q7 now. So really, Digico is my preferred choice.
Is there a reason that you prefer Digico over some of the other similarly priced consoles like the SSL and the S6?
Well, I never was on the Avid platform at all, so I can't really do the pros and cons on that.
I just mean, like, is it because it's what you know and you're faster on it, or? Yeah,
it's definitely what I know. I use it all the time, and luckily in my position, I can request that desk and get it. So I'm lucky enough to be in that position to make that happen.
You know, I've been asked this question before, and I always, the reason that I'm on a Q7, a Digico platform, is because I feel like the front end is super transparent, which is not the way that a lot of the other consoles in the same price ranges are. The others have a lot of coloration on the front end of their stuff. So that's just me. That's my opinion about Digico, and that's why I like Digico. I like the transparency, so that I can add any sort of harmonic distortion, like with waves or outboard gear or plugins. You know,
you can color it the way you want.
Yeah, it's like adding the salt and pepper to the soup, right? You know.
Yeah. Yeah, and I would like to say we got to give a shout out to Digico support, who's been you can't say more than 100%, but you know. You don't feel like you're alone out there. They've got your back all the time. There's always someone to call, always someone to talk to help you out when you need help. So, and that's the kind of organizations I look for. I mean, sound quality obviously is always there, but you got to have the support and the infrastructure when you're on the road to feel confident that you'll be successful out there. And I think Digico definitely offers that first class service. Oh,
absolutely. For sure. Yeah. Cool. Great question. Here's a great question from Andrew Brown. It looks like, when it comes to planning your input lists, how much do you collaborate on patch order, mic DI choice, amount of mics on a source? And is that more of a front of house guy and monitor guy follows along, or is it a collaborative process top down? It's a pretty good question.
It's a great question. And I think that if the front house monitor guys come to the band together and they're going to start a new tour, I think they collaborate. And I know we do. We collaborate on it. I kind of let you take the realm, I think, and then you'll ask me and we'll bounce it back and forth as far as the input list goes. And with digital consoles, we like to keep it straightforward because we can put the inputs anywhere we want on our desk. So we try to keep the patch order a little bit one-for-one on the digital desk because of that. As far as, did he ask about mic selection too? If he did, I generally go with what the front of house engineer wants to do, And if there is any things that I don't like, I'll ask him if we can make a change, if we can make a change. And then if we can't, I'll put up a second microphone if I have to. It's kind of rare. But we definitely collaborate, no doubt about it. Thanks for the question, Andrew. Okay, Pooch, we have a question here from Mr. Dan McLaughlin. He's just asking a simple question, but a good one. How does your mic selection process work?
I generally have microphones that I've, over the years I've tried. And so I, when I say, oh, it's a rock guitar or whatever, that's always the microphone that I choose generally. I've kind of come up with a toolkit of those, but I'm definitely not against trying new stuff. And oftentimes in rehearsals, I'll swap out microphones. But I have a lot of go-to microphones that both Tater and I have used together over the years that we end up with. I think it's just been trial and error and like what microphones I like, and I know that they work the best, on the particular instrument. Here's one more question from Nathan Thornley. He says, what are a few things that you would talk about first time meeting a front of house monitor engineer?
Nathan, great question. I hope you're doing well. One of the things I like to talk about is who's going to conduct the line check at set change. I need that to go quick and fast, and I just want to make sure we got our ducks in a row for at least for a set change, not necessarily during the day and all that stuff, but definitely at set change, how we're going to roll the set change to make it quick, fast, and efficiently. And obviously, we'd also discuss that with the back line. But that's definitely one of my main things, because I've got a lot to do in that little short period of time, and I got to have all my ducks in a row. And also he has to know if I have a problem up there, where to stop and start and feel me out on that and stuff like that. But it's definitely line set change.
Right. So who calls it and what order, right? Those are the two questions I think that are kind of, imperative that they know.
Yeah.
Anyway, great questions, guys.
Okay, everybody. Thanks for all the questions, and thanks for watching the webinar. All the rest of the questions we're going to try to handle in the webinar and answer them all there. But please keep them coming. We enjoy them. We're working hard to get the answers to you. Thank you.